Yo, what is going on, guys? Tetra322 here, back, and today, guys, I'm bringing you another ASL video. And today I have ASL Season 3 Week 8, and we have the match against the Milotic, coached by Static. And if you have not done so already, please go check out Static down below. His channel will be in the description. And of course, go check out the team builder so you will know what sets I'm bringing, what I think he will bring, and why I think he will bring it, and what Pokemon I'm bringing. Well, you can obviously see on your screen what Pokemon I'm bringing, but like why I'm bringing each set. So, anyways, like I said in the team builder, we came off a tough loss last week against Susie, coach of the Utah Hoots. So now both of us are 4-3, chasing for that number 6 playoff spot. Currently, I am in the number 6 playoff spot, but I need to jump ahead and solidify my spot in the playoffs. So, again, check out the team builder if you've not already. And just at first glance from Static's team, he did not bring the Zygarde 50%. He did not bring the Mega Alakazam either. So my Skuntank is almost effectively useless. Actually, no. That is completely false. My Skuntank isn't as useful because Mega Zam isn't here, but it could still pressure the Clefable, which I'm going to need to be able to do. So Hippowdon is basically just solely there for getting up rocks in the Conkeldurr now, just because I don't see Zygarde 50%. So without further ado, we're going to go ahead and hop right into this match. It's going to be a Clefable Latios lead. Hold up. I was expecting the Cloyster or the Cloyster or maybe the Conkeldurr lead. Or no, I expected the Rotom Heat or the Cloyster lead, because it's my check for Rotom Heat, and if he leads Cloyster, I know I'm risking my Latios, but I'm forcing him to make a tough call turn 1 because Ishard obviously won't kill me. So that was my reasoning there. He's going to go for the soft build, probably just predicting me to Psyshock. He's going to get up his rocks, which is minorly annoying. I'm going to go into my Skuntank, take that Moonblast like a champion, get the Wish back. Let me put this on normal speed. I'm going to go for the Poison Jab, get a crit into the Conkeldurr. Really doesn't matter. He can just Drain Punch it off. I'm going to go straight into my Hippowdon, and I'm going to set up the Sand. He's going to go over that Drain Punch, and judging by that damage, he is Choice Banded Conkeldurr, which is scary, but my Hippowdon could definitely take it on. And it helps me play accordingly to it. Like if you use Flame Ore, that'd be very scary. But yes, we know now that he is Choice Banded 150%. He's gonna go over the Drain Punch, and max Drain Punch can do to me is 46%. So as long as I stay above that, we'll be good. And he did Speed Creep my Hippowdon. I figured that was gonna happen. So I'm gonna go for the Slack Off. I gotta keep my Hippowdon healthy as he's gonna go into Crobat. He's going over the Super Fang, so great tech on his part. I'm going to go for the Stealth Rocks, forcing him to defog my rocks away. So I don't have to waste a turn defogging myself. So, and then I just slack off here. And basically, yeah, I made him waste a turn and get rid of my Stealth Rocks. That was pretty nice. He's going to go into Umbreon. I'm going to go for the Stealth Rock. And that's perfect because now the next time his Crobat comes in wants to defog, he has to take 25%. I'm going to go straight to my Vaporeon as he's going to Wish. And I'm going to pull a double into Pinsir, expecting him to go into Conkeldurr, trying to take a burn. But I'm going to go for the Close Combat. And I'm gonna take a Foul Play. It's going to do a ton of damage. I figure he's gonna swap here, so I'm just gonna go ahead and go for the return, because return would kill Umbreon from the range that is at, I believe. So I just go for the return, and down goes my Mega Pinsir, but definitely not in vain. Got Clefable under half and put Umbreon in a very low spot. So while Mega Pinsir didn't pick up any kills this week, it very much weakened his team. So I'm gonna go for the V-Create on Victini. And that was a higher roll, so this one is likely to kill, and it does. So Victini getting rid of its check on turn 16, so relatively earlier in the match, because this is a very long match. Getting rid of its weakness early. So I go straight to my Vaporeon. I can't think about this play. There's no reason for me to go to anything else. This is gonna go ahead and go for the Rock Blast. This is gonna do a lot. You guys are gonna see, but my best play is to 100% haze here. And what I should have done on this turn is I should have scalded this upcoming turn, because Scald would have actually almost killed, just because Cloyster has like 40 special defense. But I'm just gonna haze. Either play makes sense. He's just gonna go for the Rock Blast. Rock Blast is not gonna kill, as I'm gonna Scald this turn and get a pretty fortunate Scald burn. That's kind of, it's decently significant because now his Cloyster is kind of useless. But I could have forced him out with Victini and he wouldn't have been able to set up, and I would have forced him out with Victini, so it might have mattered depending on when he set up. So I'm gonna go for the V-Create, do 60%, do plenty of damage to this Clefable, as he's gonna go for the Soft Boiled. So I wanted to just do that just to gauge what kind of Clefable this is. It's the Clefable I thought it would be. Pretty sure that means he's physically defensive. That's just how hard Victini hits. It's a beautiful Pokemon. I'm gonna go over the Play Rough. We're gonna miss our first one. I don't live a Drain Punch. Conkeldur's ridiculous, especially since his choice banded. I gotta get the heck out of there. We're gonna go to our Hippowdon, as it doesn't really do anything to me. Biggest threat is the Conkeldurr at this point in time. I'm gonna pull a double into Latios just because I know he's choice banded, and Drain Punch would have only done like 50% to me. Psyshock would have one-shot him. So I just go into my Skuntank. I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna pressure this thing. I know he's gonna go out into Conkeldurr. Or no, that was a turn where I expected him to stay in, predicting me to overpredict, which he made the neutral play and went into Crobat. I'm gonna switch out, go sack off my Vaporeon. I don't really need it anymore. He's gonna go ahead and defog. I mean, yeah, Vaporeon, it would be nice for wishing up on maybe the Umbreon. He's gonna go for the Brave Bird and crit me. I doubt that crit mattered, and if it did, I don't really care. Oh, whoops. Take Vaporeon off the layout. There we go. So we're down, but Victini gets to come in, claim its kill. Victini is going to kill Cloyster, so Victini already has 2 kills in this match. And Victini has no switch-ins. No switch-ins for Victini. So I just need to get in Victini enough times, and we should be good to go. So Crobat's going to go ahead and go for the U-turn. Get into Umbreon. I'm going to... I believe I just... Earthquake here. I'm going to Earthquake. Hold up. Let me... Okay, while that crit may have mattered, I think it still would have done at least like 25%, which Sandstorm would have came off before lefties. So that crit really didn't matter. I don't know if the crit mattered in general. I think it would have outright killed anyways. But yeah, just wanted to point that out. So Conkeldurr comes out. He's gonna go for the knockoff, and I want to go ahead and go for the slack off. Keep my Hippowdon as healthy as possible, just because as long as Conkeldurr is still in good health, I need Hippowdon around, because otherwise it one-shots everything. Luckily he's banded, so I can kind of play around it. So Martha, gonna go for that nice soft boiled. I'm gonna get my rocks up, force that Crobat to waste a turn to defog, or they're gonna have to pivot around rocks. Static is gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna miss my Play Rough again, and I figure he'll think I'll Poison Jab here, so he'll go into Conkeldurr. So I'm going to Play Rough again this time. Doesn't matter. I missed 3 Play Roughs in a row because, you know, what's life? I actually land that one. So I'm 1 for 4 for Play Roughs. We got a 25% accurate move, you know. And I just sack it off, get that Aftermath off. And while sacking off Skuntank kind of made sense, I don't think I should have done that. I had to do it just because of Hippowdon. Hippowdon was too low. It was a roll whether it was taking 2 Drain Punches. I did not want to risk the roll. So Clefable is going to be infinitely harder to beat, but we're going to have to find a way around it. Oh yeah, I forgot to take Skuntank off the layout. New to this crap. There we go. So 3-3 right now. I'm just trying to force the soft boiled. Honestly, at this point. I know I can live a Moonblast. I'm going to go straight into my Hippowdon, as he's going to Stealth Rock, so I'm okay with that. It makes me waste a turn, but I get to go for the Earthquake, do some big damage to this Conch Elder. And Conch Elder is not going to die because he's going to Drain Punch, get some health back. But he will die on the following turn. And I'm going to go ahead and just sack off my Hippowdon. As that was a roll to kill, but if that does kill, that's a very high roll. He almost needed a max roll to kill me right there. So down goes Conch Elder. He gets to go into Clefable though. And he gets to just get rid of my Hippowdon, which I was okay with. So it's 2-2. And I'm going to go ahead and explain my thought process here. So I go out into Latios, right? Latios has a really good chance to take Moonblast. I assume he's uninvested at this point. But if he is invested, it's like a mid-roll to kill. If he's uninvested, or if he is invested, it's a mid-roll to kill. But if he's uninvested, well, if he has just a little investment, whatever. I'm thinking he's uninvested. If he's an uninvested Clefable, Moonblast does 71% max. We are chilling at like 70%. So I should live this Moonblast and we can Psyshock. And if I Psyshock, I put it into range for where Victini. I thought this thought process out in my head. What happens is I Psyshock and I force him to kill me. If he wants to soft boil, that's fine. But I force it to the point where Clefable has to be sitting at like 55%. In which Victini did 60 earlier. So Victini would kill. It'd be sitting at 75% with a defense drop. I figured out Crobat was no attack investment based on how much damage it did to my Hippowdon with U-turn, meaning that the most that he could do is 68% to my Victini. That's on a max roll. And I will be sitting at 75%, and that is factoring in the defense drop. So we're going to see how this scenario plays out on it. So we're going to go over the Psyshock. We're going to put it at 55%. We're actually going to die to Moonblast, which is, it's okay. It's not the worst scenario. We're going to go into our Victini. We're going to go for the V-Create. We're going to get rid of that thing. Oh, get rid of Latios, get rid of Clefable. Now it comes down to Crobat or Victini. He has to crit me to win. He's going to go for the Brave Bird, and Victini is going to come through. Does it kill? Yes, it does. There was no roll. Even if he's physically defensive Crobat, I kill him. The least I could do with V-Create on a physically defensive Crobat is like 55 or something. So that is going to be the game. We are going to take a 1-0 victory over the Inner Milotic, coached by Static, and what a phenomenal, oh my god, phenomenal game it was. We literally lived on 8%. There's no way he wins the game without a crit. I got a little bit of hacks, like pretty sure I crit the Conch Elder with Poison Jab, which ultimately didn't matter. The crit on Clefable didn't matter because he was soft boiling it off. The crit on Umbreon likely didn't matter. Really, the only hacks on my part that actually mattered was against the Cloyster, where I burned it. But I did miss 3 play roughs, so you know. Which those play roughs could have gotten Conch Elder into range earlier for Victini to come through. But misplays, as far as misplays go, I don't really regret any of my plays. I completely stand by my decision to just nuke the Umbreon with my Pinsir. I fully stand by that decision. And this is why Victini is my favorite Pokemon. 4 kills in the match. Wow. Everything, like, I literally only clicked one move, I think. I only clicked V-Create. Maybe I clicked like U-turn once because he didn't bring Zygarde, so I didn't need Glaciate. And I was never in against Cloyster, so I never clicked Thunderbolt. But wow, just what a game that was. It was 52 turns, so it was pretty long, but like the amount of thought that went into my end game, it was so close. Wow, just very, very good game to Static. Again, definitely check him out down below. He hasn't uploaded in a while, I don't think, but he does have some good content on there, so go ahead and check out his videos. But wow, like I played this game like a couple hours ago, and I'm still like dumbfounded on how close this game was. This is probably the closest game that I've ever played, or the closest one in a while. Closest one I think I've ever played is a game against Rocker. IPSA week 1, and he was choice banned at Embor and went for Sucker Punch as I bullet punched with my Scizor, and it out prioritizes him, so Sucker Punch failed. Dude, it was the craziest game I think I've ever played. This was very, very much so up there, and I'm really looking forward to next week. So we are, I think as far as playoffs go, we're either 5th or 6th right now. So we just gotta hope that some of those other 4 and 3 teams are losing, so we can, because we are 5 and 3 now with a +7 differential. And next week we play Anderson, the commissioner, and that's gonna be a good game. Me and Anderson usually have some pretty good games. Season 1 it was a 2-0. Last season it was a 2-0. I've lost both times, but they're usually close games, and it's always fun playing him. So yeah, we'll be taking on the. Right now they're the 4 and 3. Their match actually hasn't happened, so I have no insight on what their record will be when we face them. But anyways, we play the Contract Killers next week, and yeah, hopefully we go 6 and 3 after that. That week, and again, good game to Static, and I will see you guys in the next video. Again, like, subscribe down below. Please check out Static's channel, and I will see you guys in the next video, either like a showdown live or something maybe, and then week 9 of ASL. I'll see you guys later. Goodbye.